Hey, it's Aria. Let's get real about this. You've been on a beach or in a mountain town or in transit, and the upload stalls at 99%. That single failed upload almost cost me a client once. I remember sitting in an airport lounge watching my laptop spin and thinking, I should have built for this. Today, I'm turning that exact failure into a blueprint you can use immediately. By the end of this episode, you'll have 3 low-bandwidth business models that actually work on the road, contract language you can copy, tools and offline SOPs to rely on, and a 7-day micro-experiment you can start tomorrow. No hype, just the real steps. Your freedom journey starts with this one move. Quick preview. We'll cover the core principles that protect your revenue when connectivity is flaky, async-first workflows, batching, clear SLAs, and automation that tolerates intermittent uploads. Then 3 business models: async retainers, compact evergreen products, and productized batch delivery. I'll walk you through contract snippets, a simple offline tech stack, payment and delivery flow traps to avoid, and a short case clip from a client who tightened their process and stopped losing sleep over spotty Wi-Fi. First, the core principles. Principle 1. Async first. Build expectations around work that doesn't require both parties to be online at the same time. Principle 2. Batching. Group similar work into scheduled batches so you can upload during stable windows. Principle 3. SLAs that match travel reality. Set clear response windows, not instant replies. Principle 4. Automation and graceful failure. Payment retries, queued deliveries, and receipts but explain next steps if file delivery fails. Those 4 principles are the spine for everything I'm about to suggest. Model 1. Retainers plus async support. This is great if you already have a client base and steady work. Instead of available 9 to 5, your retainer includes a clearly defined async support package. Here's a copy-ready excerpt you can use. Response window 24 to 48 hours for routine requests. Same-day updates available for an additional premium. Deliverable turnarounds are scheduled in weekly batches unless otherwise agreed. Emergency real-time support may be provided at an hourly rate and must be scheduled in advance when traveling across multiple time zones. That language sets expectations and reduces scope creep. It also gives you a real boundary to say no when you're offline. A few tactical tips for retainers include a weekly async status note, 1 paragraph, clear bullets. Use a project board with expected delivery windows, not minute-by-minute availability. Offer a paid urgent window add-on for clients who truly need same-day work and can afford the premium. And when you onboard, walk clients through what happens when you have a multi-day offline window, so there's no surprise. Model 2. Compact evergreen courses and downloadable kits. The idea is to productize knowledge into small evergreen deliverables. Think short video plus transcript, a downloadable checklist, and a zipped resource folder. Keep files small and modular so they're easy to upload and rehost. Host on platforms that tolerate intermittent uploads and provide email delivery links upon purchase. If you're selling directly, use a delivery system that sends a stable link by email rather than relying on on-demand streaming that can fail in low bandwidth. Technical best practices for these products. Compress videos with a sensible bitrate. Aim for 480p or 720p for many audiences to reduce file size. Provide transcripts so users can read if video is slow. Batch prepare assets while you have solid connectivity. And use lightweight hosting options like Gumroad, Sendowl, or a simple S3 plus CloudFront setup if you're comfortable, with clear fallback email delivery. And include a simple download troubleshooting note in every purchase email. Model 3. Productized deliverable packs and batch consulting. Price by outcome and time box the scope. For example, a landing page pack, 3 templates, 1 round of revisions, delivery within a scheduled 2-week batch. Batch multiple clients and deliver them together so you leverage the same work window. Use a calendar that shows batching weeks so clients know their slot. Build a standard handoff template that lists what's needed from the client up front. This cuts back and forth and minimizes the chance you get stuck waiting on uploads. A sample handoff prompt could be, please upload source files and brand assets in a single zip labeled clientname_brand.zip. If you can't upload, share a link to a Google Drive folder with explicit edit permissions. I will confirm receipt within 24 hours and schedule your batch slot within 7 days. That's short, actionable, and prevents "I emailed it" ambiguity. Now, tech stack and offline SOPs. Here's the core: selective sync for cloud storage, compressed assets, reliable local backups, and a SIM or tethering plan. Tools I recommend: Dropbox or Google Drive with selective sync enabled, a Pocket 4G, 5G hotspot or local SIM with a solid data plan, and a lightweight automation layer, Zapier or Make for simple delivery emails. If you want free or low-cost alternatives, set up a simple SMTP autoresponder with attachments under 10 meg, or use a low-fee platform like Gumroad for downloads. Your offline SOPs should include step-by-step instructions for compressing a file, preparing a zip, and verifying uploads. Quick SIM and tether checklist to copy. 1. Buy a local SIM with at least 10 gig and tether enabled. 2. Preload important files to an encrypted local drive. 3. Practice compressing a 500 megabyte folder down to under 100 megabytes using free tools. 4. Set your cloud client to selective sync for the folders you need. 5. Keep a tiny credit card hotspot for emergencies. These are cheap insurance moves that keep you delivering. Payment and delivery automation. 2 quick rules: accept payments that retry automatically, and deliver assets via a link rather than attaching large files. Configure your payment provider to retry failed payments twice over 72 hours before flagging the subscription. Use an automation that creates a single zip, uploads it to your storage of choice, and emails the buyer a stable link with instructions if download fails. Also include a simple dispute policy in the purchase EL, but explains next steps rather than inviting chargebacks. Coming up next is a short clip from a Nomad client, a real freelancer who tightened their delivery process and stopped panicking about uploads. I'll play the clip, then walk through what changed and why it mattered. Audio clip plays now, a 2-minute clip from Clara, a freelance designer based in Colombia who explains the moment she lost a deadline and the 3 changes she made. Clip ends. Debrief. Clara's wins were simple. She switched to weekly batching, added a 48-hour routine response window in her retainer, and purchased a small local SIM for emergency uploads. The result wasn't overnight riches. It was consistent delivery, fewer frantic texts, and a client who renewed. That's realistic and repeatable. Troubleshooting travel scenarios and time zone handoffs? Short scripts you can copy. If you're stuck in an airport and can't upload, I'm offline until time to date due to travel. I'll queue your files and confirm delivery within 24 hours of reconnecting. If you need urgent real-time work, I can refer you to a vetted partner or schedule an emergency window at my expedited rate. If you must decline, I can't commit to live collaboration for this timeline. I can provide a productized option or refer you to someone who handles live work. What would you prefer? These scripts are polite, clear, and preserve relationships. Decision rules, short rules that keep you sane. Rule 1. If the project requires more than 3 synchronous meetings per week, decline or refer. Rule 2. If the client's timeline is shorter than your minimum batch window, quote a premium or decline. Rule 3. If the project's success depends on real-time troubleshooting of live systems, require a local contractor handoff. Pair each decision with a referral script. I can't reliably deliver this in the required timeframe while traveling. I can refer you to someone who does live work, or we can scope a productized solution with a guaranteed delivery slot. Publishable assets I'm putting in the show notes: sample-sla.txt, offline-sops.zip with step-by-step compression and sync instructions, and the low-bandwidth challenge.pdf, a 3-step mini-challenge you can do in 7 days. Use those assets as templates so you don't have to invent language under stress. All right, the 7-day micro-experiment. Day 1, audit one client or product for low bandwidth fit. Spend 30 minutes identifying where sync points exist and list worst-case offline risks. Day 2, implement one SLA change for that client. Introduce a 48-hour response window and a weekly async update. Day 3, prepare one deliverable offline. Compress, zip, and simulate an upload using a tether. Days 4 through 7, monitor outcomes and note one thing that improved and one friction point. This tiny experiment proves the model without upending your entire business. 30, 60, 90 actions to move from experimentation to a system. 30 days, standardize your SLA and create a single batch calendar. 60 days, productize one service into a downloadable kit or a productized pack and launch it to existing clients. 90 days. Build simple automation for payment and delivery, and document your offline SOPs so you or a partner can run this while you travel. Each stage should be measurable: fewer urgent requests, consistent on-time delivery, and at least one new client who prefers async work. Before we close, quick note on risks. I won't promise income guarantees. This approach protects delivery and makes your business resilient, but results depend on execution. Be careful not to force low bandwidth methods onto projects that need live collaboration. And watch tool costs. Some automations add recurring fees. The downloadable starter kit includes cheaper alternatives and a budget checklist, so you can estimate costs before committing. 3 takeaways. 1. Design your business around async first principles so connectivity hiccups don't derail you. 2. Productize and batch work to protect your time and income. 3. Use simple SLAs, a tiny tech stack, and a Tether SIM plan as basic insurance. If you do nothing else, change your default client expectation from instant to scheduled and reliable. That one adjustment alone reduces most emergencies. If you want the templates and the 7-day challenge, grab the Low Bandwidth Business Starter Kit in the show notes, or head to nomadlifesuccess.com and look for this episode. It includes sample SLA.txt, offline SOPs.zip with free tool options and a budget checklist, and the Low Bandwidth Challenge.pdf, everything I mentioned. Grab the free guide at nomadlifesuccess.com and take action today. Small changes, big protection. Okay, keep this in your pocket. If a file won't upload, you've still got options. Batching, async expectations, and tiny tech prep keep revenue flowing. Your freedom is closer than it feels. Let's keep building it. I'm Aria Reyes, and I'll see you in the next episode with more real, tactical steps to build a 6-figure, location-independent life.